All right. How you doing? It is the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show, coming to you each and every day right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Of course, you can follow us on the website at obnradio.com. The Twitter handle is Radio Guy. Instagram is Radio Guy 22. And of course, you can follow us by way of 87.9 if you are in the Prairie View community. And if you happen to be on the go, you can always dial 605-477-5066 and never miss what's going on in the world of the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And without any further ado, let us join right on in today's episode. Well, it goes without saying that Lonnie Speaks got people buzzing. Some for good reasons, some for not so good reasons. But whatever the case, it moved the needle. My question, and we'll kind of try to dissect a little bit of it, is what exactly did you hear? What did you listen to? And what is your conclusion? I have various texts, some emails, some response on social media, pro and con, about the interview. But the bottom line is this. He had an opportunity to be heard, just as we would offer to anyone who has what they would feel are legitimate, substantial commentary for discussion. I have to admit, I was pleasantly surprised. I was anticipating one thing, but got another. If you just based Brother Davis on his manifestos, his emails, you would expect to encounter an abrasive, short-tempered, aggravated individual. But that was simply not the case. Now, whether you agree with what he had to say or disagree with what he had to say, that will be for you to decide. But one thing I can say is that he made some valid points from a different perspective. We had some comments. I'm not going to reveal the names. I am going to play a little piece that struck up another potentially great conversation. I'll play that a little bit later. But some of the comments were that Lonnie were taking Dr. Simmons' words and twisting them to use them against her. Many of you may feel that way. Others have commented and said, why didn't he compare us to Texas Southern? And in all honesty, I don't think that Brother Lonnie is totally concerned about Texas Southern as he would be about Prairie View. He has a concern, but his main concern was about Prairie View A&M University. Some have even said that Lonnie does not deserve the opportunity to speak his mind because of his lack of financial support since 1971. And you may be entitled to that too. But for the record, I have two categories that I put PV Nation in. I have the fan category and I have the supporter category. The bottom line is that you are a graduate of Prairie View A&M University. So therefore, at least at the Mike Prince Show and the Open Mic Broadcast Network, I believe you're entitled to be heard. Once again, you do not have to agree. You don't have to disagree. But at least hear what the person would have to say. It was very, very intriguing. I asked you, what did you hear when you heard Brother Davis speak? What I heard was a proud PV graduate. I also heard a man who's proud of his heritage. I heard a man who has great expectations overall for Prairie View A&M University. I heard a man who was open to criticism. I heard a man of intellect, and I heard a man of conviction. I heard a man who had some facts that he thought were accurate, was receptacle of being corrected, i.e., the ability to take corrective criticism, or should I say constructive criticism. Many of us heard a negative message. I heard a message that should stir us up toward the direction of solidarity. I'm going to play a very brief clip of an individual who listened to the program and hear their points of views of what Lonnie Davis had to say.
Hello, Mike. This is Kimberly Runnels, president of the National Alumni Association. I listened to the broadcast today with Mr. Lonnie Davis. Interesting, very interesting. He and I have definitely had a few lively emails over the past few years. I do want to take a look at that affiliation agreement. I do remember when that was signed, but I have not looked at it in quite a while, and so I need to look at it to verify what Lonnie was saying. I did want to say to him that do not give up. I hear the love he has for Prairie View, and he does need to just keep talking. People are listening, no doubt. People are listening, and Prairie View will be the better for it.
That, of course, was the current National Alumni Association president, Miss Kimberly Runnels, class of 93. Hey, hey. I heard a person who saw another side of Lonnie Davis. As a matter of fact, she has agreed to be a guest on the Mike Prince Show, and if all works out according to the divine plan, you'll hear from her on the next episode. I believe this was a great show to start at least bringing people to the table. Once again, I cannot change anyone's viewpoint on how they think or feel about a situation, just as I believe what I believe. But one thing I can say, Brother Davis did not shy away from the opportunity of letting his voice be heard. He did not back down from any question that we had to ask, nor did I back down from any question that he had to ask me. I believe in us being transparent. I am pro Prairie View, just as whether you like it or not, I heard through that interview that Lonnie Davis is pro Prairie View. Now, his views and opinions may differ from yours, but it still boils down to Dear Prairie View. As we mentioned, President of the National Alumni Association, Ms. Runnels, will be our scheduled next guest right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Mike Prince Show. PV Nation, who you rooting for? I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, reminding you to follow me on Twitter at Radio Guy. Instagram is Radio Guy 22. The website, obnradio.com. And in the Prairie View community, check us out at 87.9 FM. Until the next time, you be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.